So evolution in the next part, we are studying about the brief account of evolution. During the past period, how the organisms changed. So that is explained by different theories, Darwin's theory and Hardy-Weinberg's principle and all that. Now in the brief account of evolution, how in which period the changes of the organisms took place. So about 2000 million years ago, there the first life originated, and probably it is in the aquatic medium. So how the origin of life took place, it is explained by different theories. So when the first life were formed, probably the prokaryotes, and then they developed into the eukaryotes, and some of the eukaryotes, they started capturing the solar energy, and they released the oxygen into the atmosphere and thus conducting the photosynthesis. And gradually the unicellular organisms, they were changed into multicellular organisms. And about 500 million years back, the invertebrates appeared on the earth, like the worms, the insects, and other annelids and all that. So they were seen about 500 million years back. And later, about 350 million years, the first vertebrates, the jawless fishes, they appeared on the earth. And later, in the about 320 million years ago, there the seaweeds and certain plants, probably the bryophytes, were formed, and even algae. Seaweeds also include the brown algae and red algae. So they appeared on the earth about 320 million years back. And after that, the fish which were formed, they gave rise to the amphibians. So jawless fishes gave rise to the cartilage, then bony fishes in the course of time, and then into the amphibians, and then into the reptiles. So the reptiles were dominant on the earth than any other animals about 150 million years back. So among the reptiles, the dinosaurs were the land reptiles, and there were remaining reptiles in the other parts of the earth, in water and other regions. There the land reptiles were dinosaurs, and they were dominant on the earth about 150 million years back. Among the dinosaurs, the largest or the biggest dinosaur is the Tyrannosaurus rex. That is the largest dinosaur, and that was about 20 feet height and about 40 feet in length, the body size. And the teeth, each tooth, we can say, each tooth of that dinosaur was about 20 centimeters long. That is the length of the tooth of each tooth in the dinosaur. So that was the biggest animal ever lived on the earth in the past period. And today dinosaurs are extinct, and the extinction of the dinosaurs is again explained by different theories, and the cause is not exactly known. And then the dinosaurs gave rise to the birds, and about 65 million years back the dinosaurs disappeared. So I said that dinosaurs disappeared on earth by different reasons. Some say because of the certain scarcity of food, and some due to diseases, and due to the ice age, and like that. So there are different theories explaining the disappearance of the dinosaurs on the earth. However, about 65 million years back they disappeared, and some of the reptiles, they gave rise to the birds, and then the birds gave rise to the mammals. So the simple primitive mammals were the shrews among the mammals. So then the shrews gave rise to the next group of mammals, like this marsupials and all that. Then the primates were evolved, and thus the mammals were evolved on the earth. So that is how a brief account of evolution. And however, a fish called as the seal acanth, in 1938, when it was studied, it was found that it was completely extinct. and then it was caught in South Africa in some freshwater medium, and before that it was thought to be extinct, and that is one example where the animals were rediscovered which were thought to be extinct. So that is about the brief account of evolution in the past. Then particularly the origin and evolution of man. So among mammals today, human being is completely dominating on the earth when we compare to the other animals. So but how this human being evolved in the course of time, what type of our ancestors were. So our origin and evolution has been traced about 20 million years back, and about 20 million years ago their ancient man was Dryopithecus. So this Dryopithecus lived in the different parts of the earth, and the characters were the arms and the legs were of equal size. So but today our legs are somewhat longer than the arms, but this animal had equal sized of legs and arms, and the canines among the teeth were very large, and he used to feed on only soft fruit and leaves during his feeding or for his nutrition. That is about a brief account of Dryopithecus. And Ramapithecus, that means Dryopithecus developed into Ramapithecus about 15 million years ago. And this Ramapithecus had little changed character. He used to walk like gorillas. So the gorillas which are today, and in that manner he used to walk, and the hairy body, and he was not so taller when we compare to the Dryopithecus. Then Ramapithecus changed or evolved into Australopithecus about 5 million years back. Now this Australopithecus had a development in its brain. So that means the Dryopithecus and Ramapithecus had a very small sized brain, about 250 or 350 probably. Then the Australopithecus had a developed brain with the 450 cc capacity, and he commonly used to live in grasslands, that means in the forest area with the not large number of trees, and he used to hunt with the stone weapons, and he ate fruit, same as that of Dryopithecus. So he used to hunt the animals with the stone weapons. That means he had some idea to prepare weapons with the help of stone, and he used to that weapons to kill the animals, and also not only animals, even he used to these weapons to break the fruits. He had that idea because of the development of the brain. Then Australopithecus developed into Homo habilis about 2 million years ago with increased bone capacity of 650 to 800. So there was a development in the thinking capacity, and he was the first human-like organism. He used to somewhat stand erect. So means he appeared as a human morphological appearance. Then he gave rise to Homo erectus about 1.5 million years back with again increased brain capacity of 900 cc. And he had a fully erect posture as we are standing today with the erect posture. So Homo erectus, the word itself gives suggests erect. He used to stand erect, and before that there was some type of bending nature. The body used to be bent, and that was seen. And first tool makers, and he used to eat meat, flesh. That means till Homo habilis, all these are somewhat herbivorous. They used to depend on the plants, fruits, leaves, and Homo erectus was the first who used to eat flesh. He first prepared tool makers. So he used to prepare tools for cutting, for piercing or breaking, like that, so that he had knowledge because of the increased brain capacity. Then Homo erectus developed into Neanderthal man. So Neanderthal is so called because these fossils were first found in France. There is a valley called as Neanderthal Valley. How there is a Himalayan valley in our country. So in France, in Europe, there is one valley called as Neanderthal Valley. So the fossils of this man was found in that valley, and that is why it is called as Neanderthal man. So that he lived about 1 lakh years ago, 1 lakh to 40,000 years ago, and there was again increased brain capacity. See, in Homo erectus there was 900, so in Neanderthal man there was increased brain capacity up to 1400 cc, and they used to live in the caves. So till Homo erectus, they used to roam like animals which are roaming today. They had no any particular place. They had no any homes like as we are. So they used to live anywhere. There is no any fixed place. But Neanderthal man had because he had increased brain capacity, he thought about dwelling or living in a particular place, in a protected place. So he started living in the caves, and then he used hides to protect the bodies. So that means till Neanderthal, Homo erectus, the animals were freely moving without any cover or without any having sheath on their bodies. But Neanderthal man, he felt something that he used to protect the body. Probably he used the hides. Hides means the skin of the wild beasts, which was thick, and he used to cover the bodies, and then he used to move, and he used to live in the caves, and he used to bury the dead, and he thought that the dead ones should be buried so that there will be no particular foul smell. So till Homo erectus, they had no knowledge of burying the dead ones. So whenever an animal used to die, so they used to live as it is. But Neanderthal man thought about burying the dead ones so that there will be no foul smell, to keep a somewhat clean environment. Neanderthal man developed into Homo sapiens. So Neanderthal man had increased brain capacity of 1400 cc. But Homo sapiens, who lived about 75,000 to 10,000 years ago, he had still more brain capacity, which increased up to 1650 cc, and they had more thinking power than the previous ancestors. Now these animals, Homo sapiens, as we are of today, they lived in the caves as usual, and made paintings and carvings in the caves. And later, gradually, they developed the culture, and also they developed speech, how to communicate each other. But till then, there was no any communication. So just by seeing the behavior and movements of their members of the other group, so they used to react each other. But Homo sapiens, they had increased brain capacity, so there was a development in the culture, and also the development in the speech, and they started cultivating the crops, whatever they used to they used to feed on them. But till then, previously, they used to feed on the plants and animals which were present in the natural environment, and also they domesticated animals, and from these animals they got various benefits, like the rearing the sheep, and also obtaining the milk from the cattle and all that. So that was seen in the case of Homo sapiens. So that is how the evolution of man occurred since 20 million years back, and today Homo sapiens is the dominant and is having the highest brain capacity when we compare to other animals. Thank you.